All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second and 5 now. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Allen completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Miller. Pick that. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Come on, come on.
Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Allen now looks to throw. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go, G. And 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. And let's get this.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
And 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Here's Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Check 24. Check 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. And we're pretty quiet.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on second and long. Murray, screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
This is Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Pass 85, pass 85. He's coming. Hey, Foxtrot. It's going to be a long day.
Here's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
It's just me and you. Check out read. No.
From the 29, Murray. This is Butler making the catch. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hatchet. Watch twist.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard. Here's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
49, 49. Rip left. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's crashing. He's checking.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? Because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. To throw, it's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
QB's up. Shoot.
On first down, Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
That's going to be a long day. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Stop. Hey, 96 is... Five. Hey, check it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
56. Hey, 96 is coming. Bravo. I smell fear in that offense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Again, it's Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready. 149. Hey, I'm coming.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
58. That's it. Watch the pass. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Focus, defense, focus. 58 is the mic. The mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Whip.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Championships, baby. Hey, check. Motion out of the backfield. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
First down, Murray. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now left side on the swing pass. Johnson jostles free. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Open man, Butler complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Bills, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.